Assalamualaikum. Good evening, everyone.
Hai,
Okay.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, welcome back for our last video. This is group discussion 6. This movie we want to review about.
First kita sangkut pula.
Okay, maybe line problem. Okay, we start again. Okay, this is a group discussion 6, which is this video we want to review about Titanic that we have watched for this movie. So before we start, we want to introduce ourselves. Okay, I want to introduce myself first. Hello everyone, my name is Alif Aiman bin Abdul Ghani and my metric number is 193-789. So we continue to Muhammad Ishraf. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Muhammad Ishraf bin Jafri. My matrix number is 200673.
Okay, so we continue to Ameh. So Ameh, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Muhammad Amir Syafiq bin Lias. My matric number 2044039.
Okay, thank you. So we continue to Sufi Nokman.
Hello, my name is Sufi Nokman bin Syakimi and my metric number is 194092.
Thank you. So Muhammad Fidaus, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Muhammad Fidaus bin Jamil. Metric number 202264.
Okay, thank you. So Lee Zonran, hello.
Hello everyone, my name is Lee Sheran. My match number is 201683.
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay, so Ishaq.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Ishaq bin Ismail. My metric number is 202941.
Okay. Zhao.
Hello everyone, my name is Zhao Haoyu. My metric number is 204866.
Thank you. Okay, so we continue to Amirul.
My name is Muhammad Amir Ashraf bin Ishaq. My metric number is 202858.
Okay, so thank you. So the last one is Muhammad Rafiq.
Hello guys, my name is Muhammad Rafiq bin Razi and my metric number is 197972.
Okay, thank you everyone. Okay, I forgot to introduce for our group. This is a group 34 for the Lex movie 2003. 9.
Group 34.
Group 34.
Yes, Group
Okay.
34.
Group 34, Lex movie review 2003, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this is final group discussion. This is group discussion 6. Okay, we continue for our discussion. As we know, we have done for Titanic. So have all of you watched this movie?
Yes.
Okay. Generally, do you enjoy this movie? Have you all enjoyed this movie?
Yes, enjoy. It's romantic.
Yes, I enjoy with the movie.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
I enjoyed very much.
So, okay, who want to start first about this movie? Who want to review about this movie? Who want to start first to review this movie? Anyone? Hello, everyone. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Who want to start first to review?
Okay, I start first.
Okay, Isa, okay, go.
About the Titanic, this story is about 17 years old girls who aboard Titanic with her mother. Rose, the girl is Rose, fiancé to Caledon Hockley, right?
Yeah.
But Rose
Yes.
don't like the Caledon actually. Rose tried to commit suicide with but was saved by Jack. Jack is a young man who win gambling. As a result, he got a third class the ship ticket. Since then, the relationship between Jack and Rose has grown closer. Rose initially hide her feeling, but later he claimed to have a fallen with for Jack. They had a love affair, but Sheldon was unhappy because Jack had taken his finance,
Yes.
fiances. Right?
Fiance.
Fans.
Sheldon has accused Jack of the stealing. Uh, the Titanic finally eventually sank as it glided over a lash of ice. Rose has Jan to save himself, but choose to be with Jack. Jack end up dying at the sea because it was
Oh, line.
there was a
Oh, line so bad. Oh my god.
I think this is synopsis
Of the
of
film.
the story.
Story.
Oh,
Film.
okay.
Film
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, that's all. That's all, Ishak. Okay. Sorry, my line is very bad for now. It's not unstable. Okay. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we continue. Okay. I continue. This is Titanic. It is a 1997 movie. This is American epic romance and Titanic film disaster. This is directed, written, co-produced, and co-edited by James Cameron, incorporating both historical and fictionalized aspects. It is based on account of a sinking of the Titanic and star by Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet as Rose as a member. This is different social class who fall in love aboard the ship during it is late maiden voyage. Okay, so this is a short summary. Okay, so we continue to Ishraf.
Yes.
Okay, do you want to review a little bit about this movie?
I think I want to talk a little bit. For me, this movie was breathtaking and inspiring. And of course, the spectacle in this movie is the ships sinking. Because of what? Smash to iceberg, whatever. And the love story is its core. Uh, and of course, the chemistry between Jack and Rose, which played by Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. If you guys want to know, they are also known as the best actors of their generation at that time, in 90s. Uh, it was not only a beautifully woven love story, but it was also manifested the societal pressure of a young and wealthy woman in that time. If you guys watch the movie and try to understand it, you can found very many moral and values you can interpret in your life if you guys watch it. Uh, and then the movie also tried to shed light on how the elite release the privilege and sacrifice the poor in order to continue living as they want. Uh, as you can see at the final moment of the movie when the ship starts sinking, most of the passengers who got saved is the one who is rich. I mean, they have privilege by getting to a boat. But the one who died and just live by the other passengers. They died and they they died of frozen because due to the cold water. As we know, the iceberg, of course, it's cold at there. And then it's the movie actually is emotionally so powerful that really puts you there, like you are just another passenger on the Titanic, and puts the viewer, like me, into tears. Of course, I don't really burst to tears that much, but at least it did to me in the climax. But my favorite part is in this movie is the song, which is "My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion. If you guys know, the scene in Titanic is very viral at Twitter, Instagram. If you watch the meme, I think that's all from me. You guys have any ideas about it?
Okay, thank you, Ishmael. Okay, so we continue to Ameh.
Yes.
Okay.
From the story of the Titanic, when I watched the movie, I've learned from the movie. Uh, the point is a tragedy and disaster can ultimately lead to great achievement. Uh, when I learned 1 year after the Titanic tragedy, Belfast has transformed a consensual, selfful relationship with a ship into a dynamic generation project, which is the core of the strategy to attract more tourists to the city. The 90 million museum is the jewel in the crown of the Titanic water development scheme and is followed by even more development. Even local cafes and bars have taken advantage of the Titanic love wave, painting ship murals on the walls and naming themselves of the disasters. For us, when we have a fail, do not give up easily and get up. Uh, uh, this is for me when I see the movie and I learn from the movie the story.
So that's all from you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So we go to Sufi. Do you want to add more about this movie?
Okay, so for my review, I think Titanic was a wonderful movie that was based on a real life event that showed the death of the 1,500 people on the ship. So I think the movie is successfully delivered a strong emotional impact to the watcher that portray the tragedy event, and also the love story between Jack and Rose also is was nicely done by the Leonardo DiCaprio and also the Kate Winslet. And also for me, the most saddest moment in this movie is when the Titanic is starting to sinking, and it's the scene when the front of the ship is starting to tilting upward, and the water rush into the deck. And during the scene, you can see that people starting to panic and rush to the lifeboat as they realize that they are out of time, and also they are desperate to saving themselves, even hurting other people. And also some people in the Titanic also just accepting their death. As example, when there is an elder couple that are holding each other on bed, and there is a mom that is reading a bedtime story to a kid before the water start flooding into their room, which is I think that is a really heartbreaking scene for me. and I think that is the most that give me emotionally impact in this movie. So overall, I think this movie is wonderful, love and sad story for me. So I think that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Sri. So we continue to Zhao.
Um,
Okay, Zhao.
um, I think Titanic is a short and beautiful love story. Tell about a poor boy fall in love with a rich girl. And Jack is a free person, and Rose like freedom. So she is very attractive by the Jack. She is very bored by the naval life, but Jack give her another hope. In a short time, they two meet. They knew each other, fall in love, and the disaster coming. Life and death parted. Jack's death gave the girl the hope of life and the perfect life. Um, and I think the movie conveyed the emotion of the two person to audience. Um, I think this movie is not only success in love story, but also it is um, very good disaster movie. And the technical application of the disaster was enough to shock the world at that time. And I think it's also have very interesting tips. Like Rose said, there are not enough lifeboats, and the weather become very cold, colder and colder with time. And and someone encouraged the captain to speed up for headlines. Of course, they did, right? So that's all I think about the Titanic.
Okay, thank you, Zhao. So we continue to Ishaq. Yeah, Ishaq, can you hear?
Yes.
Can you?
Me.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Oh, you already review, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
already.
Okay. I forgot. Okay, so we continue to Lee Zhonran.
Okay, I really like the classic films Titanic. Different moon, different experience. The feeling is different. Its meaning tells the stories of a life and death, gathering love and during disaster. It makes love story through the movie, but reflect the complexities of society. People so small in front of death experience panic and therefore produce all sorts of ugly actions will behave. You know about the role of Jack. I like him because he is a brave and optimistic man. His spirit was a rose. Even if he didn't survive, he gave the hope of a survivor to the one he loved. So in the end, I was moved. Romantic movies. Yes.
Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, so we continue to Muhammad Firdaus.
For me, for my review, this this movie touched my feeling because the sense of love between Jack and Rose, and I really enjoyed this movie. They have some funny, some mysterious love, and uh,
Right.
what and what we call uh, the set, the set, uh, the set.
And wait, we make the viewers crying.
That's right. And I like the character, the role of actor, which is Jet that play is very successfully, and he is very confident that he can be the rich people uh, at that time, and can win the heart of Rose. And yeah, I I like the what we call it, the movie set when inside the ship and outside the ship, when they have challenge themselves to dance inside the ship, and they very happy. And yeah, that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Firas. Okay, so we continue to Amirul Ashraf.
Okay. So for me, this movie is very close to the real tragedy. It show a beautiful love story with a extremely sad ending. The acting is the first rate. Leonardo DiCaprio and the Kate Winslet performance is so brilliant that I carried during the whole movie. This movie brings to a tears to my eyes. If you want to cry and melt down to a glamorous love story, I strongly recommended that you to watch this movie. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you. So we have 9 minutes more. Okay, okay. So we continue to Rafiq.
Okay. So since all of you already talked about the synopsis and how good the story is, I would like to talk about the production value of this movie. As we know, the movie mostly play in the ship in the middle of the sea, so we can see how beautiful the scenery of the sea from ship point of view. Even we never ever set a foot on a ship, we can see how beautiful the sea is on ship point of view. So next, I also like how they recreated the Titanic ship because we can see how majestic the ship is, uh, even though it's not the real Titanic ship. So I like that kind of effort did by the production team. And then another aspect that I like is the soundtrack. The soundtrack that sings by Celine Dion, the title "My Heart Will Go On," is so good that it still sings by people until nowadays. So I think all of you still remember that soundtrack. Okay. So I also very love how the actors play their part because we can feel the emotion that they're trying to convey, such as love. We can feel the love that between Rose and Jack, and then we also cry when Jack die. Okay,
Okay,
that's all from me.
okay, thank you. Okay, so thank you for you guys for review this movie. So for the at the end of this discussion, we have to rating this movie, and for you guys, we must do rating by words. So all of you give 2 words for describe this movie based on your rating. For me, I want to give loving and caring. Okay, so we Isra, what? So Isra,
Uh,
you?
for me, the movie is breathtaking and inspiring.
It's very okay. So Ame?
Oh,
Uh, selfish
Huh.
and panic.
Selfish and Penny. Okay,
Panic.
Sufi.
For me, it's tragic and also heartbreaking.
Okay, so Zao, 2 words.
Excuse me.
Sorry,
It's me.
Zao.
Oh,
Zao, what is your rating? Zhao, can you hear? Oh, so never mind. Maybe it's line problem. So Ishak, give your Ishak your rating.
Me,
Yes.
my rating is tragedy and loving.
Tragedy and loving. Okay. Liz Warren, your
Yeah,
rating. Your rating.
it's fascinating and wonderful.
Okay. So Firdaus.
Confident with yourself and loving.
Okay. Good. Okay. Amirul. Amirul Ashraf.
Sad, but what?
Okay. The last one is
Sad, but
from. Okay. So the last one is Rafiq.
So for me, the movie is masterpiece and tragic.
Okay. Tragedy. Tragedy.
Tragic.
Oh, tragedy. Okay. Okay. So we already done for group discussion 6, which is this is the last video that we meet. So thank you guys for spend your time and spend your what? Your idea, commitment. Okay, thank you guys. So I hope we meet again after this. So don't forget to for the viewers, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. Okay, thank you guys. See
Okay.
you.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.